The commonly used 1/16th strat right onto point. We saw it in the HPL, how devastating it was. I'm not loving the Axis rollout here. Look at how far back they are. Even though 1/16th tempered, well, mostly 1/16th, got some 501 in there too, tempered their rollout. Neither team really making big strides to point here. It's going to be a brutal fight for this midpoint of the Scar. You can start to hear the artillery breaking out as both teams come together in the midpoint. Neither side getting the upper hand. Do like the flanking action happening on the north side here for the Allies though. Allies getting the upper hand on the north side. You can see there's not really any response to this. Nobody here from the Axis actually is covering that northern flank, and bodies are starting to drop. I think the Allies have the upper hand here. You know, the Axis might have the point here, but look at this flanking maneuver coming in from the north. We got Delisi, Donata, and Para. Crucially, Donata and Para on the north side here. Both squad leads can be able to put down those OPs and get some rotations into their squads to really smother the point from the north here. It's going to be up to them not to get knocked down, though. Rice Mommy, Coco, both rotating. Coco's doing the same thing. Be interesting who out of these wins. Ooh, reinforcing Puma coming in might spell the end. No, what a shot. Anthrax with the shot from downtown takes out the Puma and keeps the hopes alive for Para and Donata here on the north side to get those OPs up. Props to you, Anthrax, with the shot taking out that Puma. Also, you can see a Stewart on the right side of your screen coming to cover too. Once that Stewart gets in play, well, first of all, we'll see if this AT from Bacon on the bottom here can impact game by killing that Stewart. And what I thought was very promising push flank here. I mean, you can see how it's collapsing on the point. I'm a little worried just from the fact that the Axis do have the high ground here, and they could potentially push back down and collapse on the Allies. I really want to see where Para went. So Para's going a little further with his flank, trying to get kind of behind the line here. He has to go through Alex and Thiminator though. Trying to play some 4D chess on the top. Scrolling back to the point because the Allies are making some significant headway. You can see that they have taken almost all of the Axis off point. They control it firmly. I believe this is going to be the Axis point unless something drastic can happen here. Can Calijon get in there? Maybe Dingus Khan can drop a satchel. Don't think it's going to be enough here. Looks like it's going to be the Allies taking it 3-2 off the start. Just a bad rollout for both teams, it has to be said. Allies making the most of that one, though. I thought that the Axis had a little bit of chance to push down the hill, but it doesn't seem like they are going to be doing that. So 3-2 off the start for the Allies here as we go a little wider, a little higher. See if we can't get the next cap point in play on the screen. Oh my gosh, Hurtgen is a big map. So it's salient all the way down on the right side here. There we go. Okay, so you can already see a recon from Vadi. Vadi, very competent recon squad lead there, pushing salient already, looking to get primary garrisons, maybe an outpost up to do some digging. Checking the map right now, already that first garrison's hot. We saw those allies around that area. Not too much in the way of defense. You can see Maynard falling back right now. Spawns on the defensive side coming in from Delta squad with Hannibal. Also Geist on the back to getting those Garys set up. Right now, only 2 Garys. Look for a third and maybe a fourth over by logging camp. Still a lot of Axis inside the sector right now, but they are getting picked off fairly easily, fairly quickly here. Just Kilo squad with 501 ES, Coco really in the mix. Winters getting his stuff done on the recon on the backside, and you can also see below us here Dean on the recon. So they're going to be setting up for backwards garrisons to attack the Scar from the back there. So decent respawn here. You can see FSG, Kellerkind from Let Loosers, Calijon, Hannibal, all out on the field, getting really wide, trying to intercept this front line of recon coming in. Vadi looks to have got past the the Let Looser squad there. Let's see if Calijon and Hannibal have better luck with this. Allies looking to push their advantage initially off the start here. Greyhound Night, Thursday, the 27th of January 2022. First test coming up here for Vadi is Hannibal on the defensive. Now, do they see each other? Does Hannibal look to the left or the right? Really hard to see. I mean, we got ESP from above. We can see the icons. Really hard for these guys to see through the forest, though. It looks like Vadi does take out one. Hannibal reacting to that fire, though. It's going to be rotating down to Vadi. Really important recon play here. And Vadi looks like he's just going to be beelining it for the outpost on the other side, though. Oh, it's a garrison. Never mind. Good play here by Vadi. Gets a kill, gets onto the Gary, and should have enough to take it out here. Hannibal's going for the nade. It's not going to be in time, though. Uh-oh, Vadi's got to watch out. Nice nade there by Hannibal. He's going to need some supplies. Good job, buddy. Going to need some more supplies. Not a big issue here. I'm wondering where Vadi's outpost is. Is it somewhere between Calijon and Hoop Bay and Hannibal? That would be ideal. Though I haven't seen a spawn in yet, so I am inclined to believe that that OP has been overrun. Good little defensive melee there from... Oh, never mind. There it is. So it's a little more to the north then. I wonder if that... Oh, Calijon's getting the kill. I wonder if that Gary position is going to be marked out, though. Ooh, Calijon with the double kill and the outpost squash, killing Recon Squad, taking away their spawn. Good defensive play there by Calijon. Rotating back to the point here, you can see allies have cleaned up the majority of the axis. Wow, the majority, all the axis. No more axis left on point. We do have Dean on the bottom of your screen, right side here. We're playing Recon. And the left side, it's going to be Corona. That's his buddy. Not seeing Major Winters, the other Recon player here at all. Wonder what happened to him. Not really much of a line here. It's more of a bubble, if anything, or a pocket. A very wide pocket. I'm actually kind of concerned here about the axis. Look how tight they're playing. Really not able to get wide and spread out here. Kind of all grouped up in the middle. Do like this little infantry movement with the Tiger. Vadi unfortunately respawns right into another melee. Now, that is a garrison of the allies here. And I hope this infantry will push with this Tiger to try and clear it out. The garrison's just about 20 meters past Vadi here into the forest. Of course, the Tiger is going to attract a lot of attention. You can see Zark rotating up, trying to get some hits on it. I'm just wondering where this 116th infantry is. Did they completely bypass the tank and are pushing down into the valley? It looks like they did. Okay. Ooh, Anthrox getting through the back line here for the allies. Looks like an sideways spawn, an ancillary spawn here from the allies. This is really a good play here. Getting the side spawn up, bypassing the whole front line of the Axis team, dropping supplies here for power to build a Gary. I love it though. Completely bypassing, making the whole defensive line, well, the defensive bubble there for the Axis, wholly irrelevant. Par's already marking out Gary's on the backside here. It's going to be a 1v1, 2v1 now with Zim coming in for control of this flank of the point. Par gets the Gary up. If I was Hannibal, I'd be calling back reinforcements here. Pretty much everybody who's not between the allies and their defensive point here is in no man's land. You can see Geist up there, Desert Fox. That's a tank crew. Majority of the Axis team really out of position here. They're going to pay for it in a few seconds if they don't redeploy fairly fast. Now, Hannibal completely misses the Gary with Para. It's marked out somewhere. He just doesn't know where it is. First bombing run coming down. Going to be targeting ground, dirt, maybe trees. Missing the 3 players that were over there on that flank. Crucially, though, Panzer IV pulls up, takes out Para, and takes out the Gary here. Or did they take out the Gary? No, hasn't. Okay, so they just get Para. Well, and Anthrax is also rotating here. Oh, Satchel going down. BST2 crew, nobody popped out yet. They're going to need to if they want to defuse this Satchel. I think Anthrax might have it here. Unfortunately, at the same time, though, Hannibal figures out that garrison spot and is going to be trying to take it out. Got a 2-for-1 here. Greyhound Night. Hannibal takes out the Gary. And he might drop when this Satchel goes off. No clue here from the commander or the crew of BST2 Panzer IV. They're about to explode. Good Satchel there from Anthrax. And just kind of a lapse of awareness for the Panzer IV crew there. Getting satcheled on the back. Now, garrison goes down on the attackers. They're going to need some supplies to drop a new one. Humple Pumple's bypassing the area completely. Going to be putting down an OP to attack the point. We're already seeing cap progress, however, just from the sector. Godsend, first one going to be on point here. And there's nobody. There's nobody for the Axis anywhere close to Salient 42. There's also a breakthrough on the left side, too. And the majority of the Axis, where are they? Well, they're completely irrelevant to the fight. So there's a breakthrough over here. There's a breakthrough over here, too. These guys are just in the middle of nowhere. There's no one defending right now, and they are losing the cap point hard. Wow. Mass respawns need to happen right now, because even though there's 2 squad leaders, no Gary yet, but those 2 squad leaders are going to have rotations coming into their squad as soon as possible. You know, Humple Pumple. Oh, hold the phone. Hannibal doing a good job. Gets a kill on a squad lead. I'm assuming that squad lead already has an OP out. Humple Pumple is going to have his OP in no time too. There it is. Para already has the OP out. Spawns back in. And this is not looking very good here for the Axis. They do have a Gary, a rescue Gary. So you're going to see bodies absolutely flooding from this Gary. It's going to be a 4v2 first try here. Godsend Humple Pumple versus Let Looser squad. 1 kill already for the Allies. Trades kill back. Okay, not too bad. Cap progress going down here. Where are those follow-on forces, though, for the Allies? And have the Allies committed themselves too much to this attack? You can see cap progress coming now for the Axis on the point. Just kind of a very slow, even after Para was there, he didn't push for the Gary. He didn't go aggressive because of the Panzer IV. But it looks like the Axis have enough bodies back now. Luckily, Para died there. Wasn't able to come into point with Humple Pumple. Got a little delayed. Unable to put his outpost down and get rotations in. So it was a 2v4 instead of a, you know, an AV4 or something on point. As the cap progress goes down, I like the defense on the left side here. Very wide defense. It's going to need to happen on the right, though, because very close, tight-in defenses are going to get ruined by a bombing run. You can see recon plane dropped. Expect an allied bombing run to follow here, unless they did drop it already. If that bombing run on the west side was allied, I mean, it must have been. That was a pretty poor bombing run then. Oh, if they only had saved it. Look at the bodies they could have got now. So Par pushing the point, Humple pushing the point. What can they get done here? Also, shout out to Dart Frog for the sub. Thank you, buddy. Very kind of you. Supporting the channel. Par here. Desperately trying to get in now, but there's so many defenders back here. It's going to take a miracle. It really is. Unicorn. HDD Unicorn. Apologies for calling you some other choice words. I honestly didn't know what they were. What it was. I was corrected. Par coming into point here. Ooh. He's got a big task ahead of him, though. But he's got a gun. He's got some skills. Unfortunately, tries to dive onto Coco's body there. Not going to work out. Now, smoke coming out from Unicorn here. Does he have any nades to follow up? Oh, he's going to get shot and traded kills coming back and forth here. HTD squad coming on the flank to the west. No defenders really on the west side. Everyone's being baited here to this east side now. Thigh Matter and Pixel Smash are the only two. We have 2v3 here. Much harder to attack from outside the wire, it has to be said here. Uh-oh. Ran. Look to your right. Ran's going to get dropped. Pixel Smasher is going to... Oh, Pumple gets the kill there. So Pixel Smasher goes down. Still a pretty good fight for the point. Not one team getting an advantage here. And I don't think this fight will be over until the garrison goes down onto the south side, sorry. That being said, Lenny and Pumple both make it a point. I wonder if Humple's got a close OP. Wouldn't put it past him to have something pretty close here. For now, Axis doing a decent job of defending on the northeast side. Humple, though, crushes one OP, pushes into point, wins a fight that he probably shouldn't have won. Pixel Smasher's going to want that one back. Missing a few shots there. Now, does Humple spot out the Gary on the south side? That's the big question. Can we even spot out the Gary on the south side? I can't see it. There it is. In the ditch there. So Humple's going to camp. Does he have a big brain play here to go for the Gary, though? That would be huge. He's going to make a break for it. Humple. Respawn's going to come in to stop his push. Not yet. And I think he's got this one safe and secure. Down goes the Gary. Big play from Core Humple right there to try and help secure this point for the Allies. Now look at all those follow-on troops. Para, Zim, Hutch, Rude. Oh, the Axis are in a very bad spot right now. Allies 50-50 control over the point. You can see that cap progress coming back up again. Follow-on forces coming into the strong point here. Now, what do the Allies have to respond to this? Do they have a bombing run? It might be time. Without that Gary, reinforcing this point is very, very difficult. You can see that essentially, for all intents and purposes, the Axis have been pushed off the point. Let's go on board with Humple. The man with the plan, he made it happen here for the Allies. Taking out the garrison that was defending the point, preventing any respawns here. 50% cap progress is the reward for the Allies. Gets the better of Pixel Smasher there. Very, very hard to push back on the point here when you have to push through the open. He spots out Ares there. Don't think he has yet. Don't know if Ares is going to make it in time. SPSG Ares, 2 squad leads, looking to put down OPs and get squad rotations. Ooh, Just Potatoes is shot onto Calijon. That's not going to be good. Looks like Ares has got by. Almost got by. Uh-oh. Commentator's Curse coming for Ares, possibly? Oh, and just like we said, bombing run coming down here. Gonna do a lot of damage to point. And also redeploys from the Axis coming from behind on sector. So Zim gonna have to be looking behind him here. Pumple finally goes down. Ares does make it in close. Now, can he get a new Gary down under the nose of Godsend? That's hilarious. And Para. No, Godsend's gonna spot that out all day. Or not. Oh my god, he gets it down. Ares gets the Gary down. Are you kidding me? Para and Godsend completely miss it. Ares with an insane play to get the Gary down. Now he just has to not shoot. Wait for the respawns. Okay, he goes for Para. Misses the first shot onto Para. Uh-oh. Now where's the respawn wave? Would it be all for naught? Zaram is making a beeline for it. Zaram goes down. Ares with the plays here. Back on point. Getting the Gary up. The Axis are retaking the point and expect a huge spawn wave to spawn in here right beside the point anytime soon. Wow. At the same time, from the other side of the point, Offenman, Deathbird vibes, making it back to point. Calijon pushing onto point, and just like that, all hope is lost for the Allies. Wow. Airhead coming down too. Kind of an odd place for an airhead you see there on the northeast side. I don't know if that's an Axis airhead. No, that's an Allied airhead. So kind of out in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if they're trying to put some side pressure onto this point to reinforce their attack. But as it stands now, the Axis are firmly back in control of Salient 42. Now, how can they rotate out and get in an attacking position? It's not going to work by just running to the next point. They have to push from, say, a garrison from Dean. Any supplies drop back here, Dean? Garrison right on point. How nasty would that be if Dean put a garrison right there? Oh, it would be so dirty. Unfortunately, no supplies out there that's going to allow Dean to make that sneaky play. And he's going to be coming right... Ooh. Never mind. Defender not aware of his presence. Knuffel should be now. And there goes the marker. Garrison marker down. Dean, though, has a chance, and he takes out the Gary on the backside. Drive missing his shots. Recruit from BST2 there, giving Dean an opportunity to get a few more kills. Knuffel's going to be rotating, though. If Dean rotates out of this one, it'll just be a masterstroke. Gets one kill. Going to be rotating back to maybe Pete Knuffels from the other side. Dean playing this recon play really well. And just like that, no garrison on point here anymore. Knuffels might have the supplies to drop another one. Of course, he is command. Someone didn't tell the other defender there that there was an active recon right on point. Knuffels. Neat little fight here. I wonder if Dean will meet his match with the core lad in a second. Yes, he will. Knuffels defends, holds the strong point, and is probably going to drop another Gary there. Nice little play, nice little infantry fight on the back line. It stays 3-2 for the Allies. Look, I would have loved to see... let's just check the map really quick. Yeah, no Gary's up. Maynard's attacking squad does have an OP, but just unable to push. He's being suppressed by something on this north flank. What is it? It's going to be Moranian with a sniper. Ooh, nasty one-man sniper play, just ruining the life in times here. The attack of Maynard and squad. Really love to see that. Maynard's just like, oh, come on, man, give me a break. What a nice, like, angle, though, from Moranian. Here, you can see all the way down to the water, and anybody who tries to cross can get pushed. Unfortunately, Maynard gets by, and this might be a good thing, because if Imranian reports that he's taken out the OP on the backside, they're not going to know about Maynard's push. And so the reporting here from that sniper is going to be, hey guys, they're wide over here. Meanwhile, Maynard has already snuck underneath the nose of that recon sniper and is poised to get an attacking OP up fairly close to point. However, he's going to have to contest with Donata on the right side of your screen. Donata spots him out. I think Maynard's in a pretty pickle right here. Donata has all the time in the world, and he's going to get the shot over onto Maynard in a fair second here, I believe. Donata has all the time in the world. Spawns come in. Maynard does get the OP up, unfortunately, and Snakebite is already looking over to Donata. So the illusion is over. Donata's going to be marking down an OP in that vicinity here. Unfortunately for Maynard, doesn't fool everybody. Although Donata's in a 1v4 right now, so he's going to be hard-pressed to take that. There he goes. Gets killed by Hotman. Still a dangerous attack here. I wonder what kind of rotations are going to come in. Portal AJ looks like he's rotating with his squad. How many bodies does he have? So, hold the phone, guys, because there's another attack going in onto Salient 42 as we rotate in here. Gluminolia has made his way downtown. Recon squad from the backside. Hoompa Pumple also. Gary is down on the south side. We should expect a reaction here anytime. You can see Ares and FSG pretty far off point. Really no front line. Second Gary is about to go down also for the Axis, and it has. You can see Hoompa Pumple going to be putting a Gary of his own up. Ooh, does Ares rotate onto this one though? Right away. Very nice Gary here. Now Ares, come on buddy. You can do it. Just go to your right. Oh, it's just inside the crater. Nope. Hoompa Pumple gets the Gary deep enough in that crater there that Ares has no clue. And in fact, I think Hoomple's rotating to deal with Ares right now. You might hear him. Or not. Regardless, though, that garrison is in a very good spot here for the Allies to attack. They're already 70-80% on the cap. Oh, this could be the game right here. Crucial 1v1. Hoomple versus Ares. Hoompa Pumple wins the 1v1, keeps his Gary alive. Let's see how many are going to respawn onto that Gary. Gluminolia in a increasingly 1v4, 5, 6 right now. On point, winning it though. He has 2 kills. Representing BST2. 501ES. Everyone on point's kind of content to camp for now. Unfortunately for Gluminolia, Sir Beetle with the hip-fired MG is just too much. His first respawn wave comes in, only 4. Very kind of conservative respawn wave here. I would love to see a couple more, maybe squad leads also, to get OPs up. Major Winners is in a pretty good spot to defend here. It's going to be hard for anyone spawning on that to take a flank to the south side. They're going to have to go where Hoompa Pumple's going, straight up the mid. Some really good players in here, though. Humple, Godsend, Kyle, Zeram, Para. Oh my god, some really good players spawning in here for the Allies. Fortunately for Winners, he misses his first salvo there onto Rude. Kind of stuck into a fight between each other now. Reinforcements are coming in from the northeast. Humple's probably going to go for an OP closer to point here in this, in the trench. It just, almost gets taken out there by, Core. MG42 versus... Oh, MG42 loses out. That's a double kill for Hoomple. Now he's desperately trying to get an OP up. He just can't find a good spot for one right now. Godsend finding himself trapped 5v1 on point. Probably not how he envisioned it. He's most likely going to get picked off from the back here. Oh, now he knows he's in trouble. Would have loved to see a massive respawn wave on the backside here from the Allies. They're kind of content to just push it in again from the north, mostly from the north. Not really respawning a whole number of bodies here onto the Gary. Now there might be a reason for that, and I think it might have to do with the fact that there's a Puma on the garrison. Nice defensive play from the Puma there. Kills the garrison and then uses it as a haul down position. That might explain why not too many Allies are coming in to fight on point here. It's a good play from the Puma defensively. So hard to take this point. Maybe just maybe if there would have been a quicker spawn onto the Gary on the backside there, and a heavy push with some smoke, say, and maybe a bombing run onto point, we could have seen something. For now, though, Core Squad's content to cause as much chaos as possible. Godsend's going to be trying to rotate And he takes out the Puma. Nice play there by Godsend with the Panzer Shrek. Taking out the Puma on the backside. Are they going to reset this and just put another Gary here? Or is this going to be the end? The end of the push? Well, with the MG overwatching there, I hazard that it might be just the end. He's set up in a really good spot to kill this next wave if they do spawn in. There's the respawn wave. Does the MG42 get any kills? No. He just gets dropped. That was very disappointing. I would have loved to see, like everyone, get a kill there. Oh, man. Okay. Or not. Denied. Well, looks like we're back to square one here. Pumple drops again, but it's just not enough bodies on the backside to make it work. Let's quickly rotate back over to the Scar and see what's going on in the attack for the Axis. Well, if we're being honest, really not a whole lot. Looks like 116th squad was being wiped out. There's how do you say this? Thyminator. Alone, not a squad lead, not with a squad. Good defense here from BST2. You can see on the top left of your screen with Unicorn there from 501. Or sorry, from HTD. 501 on the right side doing a good job too. Lenny also from HTD. And yeah, Axis really not able to get any more close. You can see they're getting bogged down in the open. Karabara back there, squad leader. Would love to see some recon. Well, as I say that, you can see Vossi and Corona here. Where are those squad leads though? Well, we saw one. There's Dean. Der Hotman also, so a big kind of push coming from outside the sector here from Maynard again. Will we get any airhead plays? I would love like an airhead play behind point here. Supported by the snipers. Snipers have a very good peek onto here. You could probably sneak an airhead right onto the front of this bunker, onto the road here, fairly for free. I mean, the only thing you'd have to contend with is artillery responding to it. Which I know I shouldn't say so lightly because artillery is absolutely devastating in this game. And it's kind of weird, just this Hurtgen Forest map. The attack, you can see Karbar and BST2, Maynard attacking from the other side, but just there's such a distance between the points. And it's almost like the front line for either team. And the attacking squads are back to back. I wonder if they'll just at some point turn around and try to clear each other out. Not happening yet though. Not happening yet for sure. With this Lux on point though, it's going to be a much harder push. Definitely for the allies. I mean, these tanks have zoom. They have optics. They can see, you know, Kale. Even how poor the explosive radius is for the Lux here. It's essentially like using a sniper. It's like using hacks. Like you have 3 times zoom or 2 times zoom. You have a fragmentation round or a high explosive round that has a small, you know, small kill radius. But it's just so easy to pinpoint different targets. I mean, the foliage is all burnt out, you know, so you can see pixels moving a couple hundred meters away here. And I do like this decision to bring out the Lux to defend here on point. I think a very, very sensible decision. However, it gets absolutely smoked. The Lux getting smoked from where? Was that Anthrax with an AT gun or something on the backside? No. He just has a rocket. He's gonna take down a different tank though. That's either a Lux or a what is that? I think a Lux or a Panzer IV. Okay. I wonder what took out the other Lux. Well, regardless, 2 Luxes are down. Good shot, Anthrax. I assume there was like some kind of sneaky AT gun. I'm guessing there's just going to be a tank with a peak. Because, yeah, it's got to be a tank with a peak from somewhere. Or an AT gun. Now, I'm not seeing any tanks on the roads just yet. Ah, there's one. So it might have been this one right here. Yeah, probably going to be. Or it could be the 76 beside it. Hello. Gold Dragon might want to get back into his tank right here, considering the amount of infantry that's bearing down on them. He's gonna be like, Vilas, get it and repair. I'm getting back in. Not so fast on the game there, Dart Frogman. Thought it was gonna be a quick one too, but the Axis are holding on to this point. We'll see how much longer they have in them to hold on though. Allies making cap progress, about 60% right now. This is just sector cap progress also. This isn't a strong point cap progress. Essentially all sector based. Well, it is going to be strong point now as Godsend, Zvim, Humple Pumple, and Zara make it to point. Kellerkind the only one there, and this might be where, I think it's got to be where the Axis lose this one. On the north side, you can see respawns coming in very close proximity here. Allies look to put this game up 4-1, and you know what? That's not a garrison, that's just an outpost. So no amount of spawns is going to work here, and the Axis are going to drop this point. The game's going to go 4-1 towards the Allies. Expected this to happen about 20 minutes ago, but, you know, there's only so many times you can pull a miracle out of the bag, a rabbit out of the hat, you know. And just the constant pressure is too much here for the Axis. Now, their next point is not too far away. You can see supplies already dropping here. Not really nothing in the way of defense. Oh my God, this is not good at all. Need to sound a mass retreat. Yeah, that whole like attacking from 600 meters away really wasn't working out for the Axis. I feel like if they had just redeployed everyone to defense and then gone for a push off the point and redeployed to some kind of close proximity or airhead or something, that might have been the play. However, not what happened here for the Axis. And now you're going to see everyone and their mother on this Axis team coming from HQ spawn. And it's going to be a team deathmatch over a logging camp. And you know what? Anthrax, Gluminola, Meridian, Vadi have really good positions here to fight this one off. That Ares is the closest one to the middle here. He drops almost instantly. And unless the Axis can get inside some of these buildings, these ally tanks are going to pull up and absolutely ruin their day. You can see it happening already. Ally tanks shelling right down the main street. Kind of a desperate garrison goes up on the backside here. But it's not even inside the compound. And truly, I think Anthrax might have a shot onto this Gary from the window here. Ooh, just might. I don't think he sees it. No line of sight there for Anthrax. But if he's peeking the window and everyone spawns in, he's going to know regardless. There's the respawn. Anthrax, do you see it? Oh, I just don't think he saw it. Yeah, there we go. Grenades come out. 2 grenades come out. Unfortunately, he misses both his grenades there. Second one lands. Okay, that's a little better. I wonder if they're just going to yeet this Sherman into point here and try and take it with force. I don't think they need to because we're already making cap progress. Wow, Allies showed such... Axis showed such resolve in the defense with the respawns there. I really thought that they were going to make a game out of it and maybe go 3-2. But the way it's looking right now, it is not looking good here. Even if everyone respawns here for the Axis, the Allies just control the strong point completely. Almost completely. Karabara and Flaxian trying to make a game out of it here, getting a couple kills. But once this Sherman pulls up to this garrison, this game is going to be over. I don't see any AT out yet. No tanks here for the Axis team. Black is the only one, and he's not looking the right way. Oh no, Kellerkind's right there. Pressure Scout Mackie and LD153, look to your left. To the left, to the left. Uh-oh, about to get satcheled though. Kellerkind, get the satchel. No, we can't get it. Oh, and Zim drops him. Crucial play right there. Zim is right on this Gary. The Gary goes down from the bombing run or from, from the tank there. Both teams having bombing runs drop in. Not too successful either bombing run. I think that with this Gary down though, this cap progress is going to keep on climbing here. Wow. So Greyhound Night coming to a close rather quickly. An hour and a half of gameplay we are not going to see, as the Allies are going to take this one 5-0 here with 46 minutes to go. We haven't seen a 5-0 with so much time left in a while, guys. This was a quick one.